FSW.
FSW.
So how are you successful at Florida Southwestern? Basically, the most important thing is that you want to have a plan. If you don't have a plan as a student, you're going to run into problems, okay? Because we want to make sure that you're taking the correct courses every semester. I don't want you to take courses that you don't need. We need to take courses that are going to help you, complete your degree and, meet your goals as a student. Okay? The most important thing is when you first start as a student, to really reach deep down inside and make sure that the degree that you're attempting is going to be something that you feel that you can accomplish, and then we're going to help you with those goals and set up a plan for you to continue and work forward. Okay, so the first step is to make sure that you meet with an advisor, and you want to meet with an advisor every couple of semesters, and we're going to give you an education plan. Okay, that education plan is going to take into account, number one, the requirements for the actual program that you're going to be seeking. Number two, really, what is going on with you in your life outside of school? How many courses can you handle each semester? One of the big things that I'm real sensitive to is that, we're in Naples, and Naples is such a seasonal area, and that in the spring semester, students sometimes are working 40, 50 hours, 60 hours a week, and, it's really hard for a student to be able to say, no, I can't work. And so therefore, I see a lot of students having problems in that spring semester and not making the grades that I know they're capable of making. So, if you feel like, you're going to run into problems in that spring semester, you want to make sure that you come meet with an advisor so we can discuss the courses that we think would be a good fit with a student that is going to be taking that many courses. It's little things like that, little tips that we can help you with to make sure that you're going to be successful as a student. One thing a lot of students don't know is that you actually have to apply for graduation. Just because you finish all of your courses, all of a sudden your diploma doesn't show up, in the mail to you. You have to actually come down and sit with an advisor and, complete an application for graduation. That's whether you're going to be going to commencement or if you're actually going to, just graduate and have us send that in the mail. No matter what, we have to complete that application. I do recommend, you're going to meet with it. You've probably already met with advising. Of course, when you first came in, we gave you a plan. I do recommend that, before you get to that 30-hour mark, that you want to come meet with us again for sure. I mean, I prefer it more often than that, but for sure come meet with us, before that 30 credit hour mark, so that we can make sure that you're on the right path, that you're doing all the right things, and also just to confirm that that major is exactly what you want to do. One of my big things that I've been really pushing with students this last semester is that I want to make sure students understand the difference between an AA degree, which is an Associates of Arts degree, an AS degree, and then certificates. It's very important to know the difference. With an AA degree, the Associates of Arts degree, it's basically the first half of a bachelor's degree, okay? With an AA degree, provided that you have a pretty strong GPA, you're going to get into another university in the Florida State University system. And the big word is university. That doesn't mean necessarily that you can get into the individual colleges within that university. So for example, if you were going to go to the University of Florida, you could get in with an AA, but that doesn't mean that you could get into the College of Education, the College of Business, unless advising added a focus to your AA for you. At our school, there's basically no such thing as an AA in business. You're going to graduate with an AA General. But what happens is when you meet with advising, we put that focus. So you would take the courses that would be an AA with a business focus. So we'd make sure that you took the correct courses so that when you transfer, you can seamlessly matriculate right into that junior year at that university level. The Associates of Science degrees are basically degrees designed for you to gain a skill set. A great example would be the nursing program. It can take a long time to actually get accepted to the nursing program because of the fact that you have so many prerequisite courses and you need to gain points and so forth. But when you graduate, you have the skills and knowledge to pass the board so that you can become a registered nurse. So the idea is that the AS degrees are kind of heading towards more of an immediate employment type of goal, whereas the AA degrees are more towards getting a bachelor's degree. The AS degree, you can actually get a bachelor's degree with them, but you might need to come back and fill in some of the blanks. You might need some extra classes so that then you could go into that bachelor's program. The certificate program, so a great way to think about that is I like to use the AS of EMST program. That's a program designed so that you can become a paramedic and an EMT. Actually, in the other direction, you do the EMT first and then the paramedic with your general education courses. But built into that AS EMST program are certificates. The certificate of EMT, the certificate of paramedic. Okay, so different programs have different certificates that go along with those AS degrees. Okay, so that's a really important thing to know. So if someone asks you, hey, what's your major? Don't just respond with associates, because it doesn't do us any good. The key is, you know, my major, well, I'm seeking an AA degree with a business focus, so that's going to work a lot better. Or I'm doing the AS degree in EMST. That way you know exactly what you're doing, and it makes you a little bit more articulate and helps us help you, you know, because of the fact we don't spend so much time trying to figure out exactly what it is that you're doing. Okay, so that's kind of just a quick summary of what advising can do for you here at Florida Southwestern.
Great.
One of the amazing resources we have here is the library.
So when you come to the library, instead of using the traditional Dewey system, our library is set up by a Congress classification.
You have a certain topic that you need to find something for in the library. It's all categorized, so it doesn't take that long and it's a little bit simpler. Say you need to go to statistics, you can head on over to section H or investment. Okay, come a little closer. This is another way to be successful at FSW. We have Miss Pat Chrisman here. She's actually our writing instructional assistant. She helps us with, say, proofwriting essays, or if you need something that help with English or sentence fragments. I have a very big problem with that. She'll actually help you and guide you into what you need to do to proofread your paper and make it better. Okay. Okay. Right. Up in our computer lab also, we have the computer applications and programming tutor, and he can help you with a lot of things with your computer, such as...
I help students with their coursework for CGS 1000, which is computer literacy,
Woohoo!
and also COP 1000 and 1100, which are like programming classes.
And more importantly, you help us with PowerPoints, right?
Correct.
As well as if we are not as technologically, we can come to you with any computer questions.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay. And there are some issues. People have issues with their laptop.
So like troubleshooting?
Troubleshooting, stuff like that.
All right. You have any questions for him, Olivia?
I do in the future. I definitely will stop by.
We're now leaving the computer lab, which is here for you at any time. Lots of resources
Woo!
right on in there.
Woo! Yeah. Building J204. All right, so here we have Gary Ryan. Okay, Mr. Gary. I just wanted to congratulate you on my personality test results, because you really helped me with to distinguish what kind of career path I want to go on. What other career services do you offer here?
The vast majority of things that we have to offer do include some kind of career development service for our students. We help people who are interested in trying to choose a major.
Yes.
We help people who are interested in choosing a career pathway through school. We're interested in, and we help students with something like resume writing, cover letter writing. I can't think of anything that's more important than those two things right there.
Of course,
to get your foot in the door, and it's something that a lot of people. It's not the most interesting thing. It's not like you just want to go out and get it, but it's an extremely important
Of
thing
course.
if you're going to have a career. Yeah.
So basically, you're more in the development and helping us pick what kind of jobs are best and what kind of, personality, career development, things to help you get a job, too?
Yes.
Everything.
I mean, ultimately, I think everything that we do here is meant to serve our students so that they can not only pick the best majors for themselves, but they can move towards having a career and
Awesome.
a job that's going to give them what they want out of life and make this all worthwhile.
Great. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. So this is Gary Ryan, everybody, located in office
A104.
A104A.
To our GPS event. Yes, ma'am. Our guest speakers are also. I know. It should be pretty fun later on. Public speaking things. Well, it starts at 12 o'clock, so we should get there.
Stuff. But I guess my biggest advice to you is if you feel last night and did you drink coffee this morning? I did both, so yeah, I'm probably a little fast, and I apologize for that. I got a full night's rest, and I've got a cup and a half of coffee.
Put you guys in the movie.
When they lose something.
Okay. Don't worry, we can't guess them all.
Important documents.
No, we're, oh yeah.
Yes. I did the same thing. We're gonna make it wrong. Because you are your own advisor.
Are you going to be in the FY
Yeah, you wanna go? Have you been there before? No? Oh, so that's another GPS out of the way. That's what you're trying to do.
I don't know what to do about that. I just don't want to have to use her information anymore because it'll make it a lot easier.
Freshman year is a huge transition period, and I wish that I had understood that and handled it with more grace. Feel your feelings and know that it will be easier one day, once you've found the right people. College is, for most of us, the first time we all truly venture out on our own and begin the work of deciding who we will become. It's a beautiful time of discovery and one that we don't get to repeat. Get out there, join a club, join the community, and live a life you're proud of.
But that's good. But he has to go.
Oh, it was fantastic. It's right here. Review it.
About the critical thinking as kind of really about
Oh,
the
I thought that article was so interesting. I think she definitely doesn't belong in any kind of jail environment because she doesn't seem like a threat to society.
Okay, hi guys, my name is Nikki. I'm going to go inside the and this is the administration/student service.
Good morning. I am Ron. I work in the cashier's office, and what I basically do is I help students what they owe for their tuition, and I collect money and stuff like that. Okay.
Okay, I'm in room 126, and this is the financial aid office, and I'm just going to sit here in the lobby and wait for my name to be called so I can speak with the financial aid department.
This is our video on how to be successful at FSW. Bye!